Hey guys, this is Nevin with a marketing contractor and Eco Clean Power Washing. In this video, I just want to make this for those of you who are trying to do your own marketing. This is basically the diagram or the algorithm that I follow for all of my marketing. Pretty much every piece of marketing that I do funnels back to this in some way, shape, or form. So I just want to dive right into it. And I'm going to make it as easy to understand as I possibly can. So imagine this is your website. It doesn't matter what your website is. Just imagine this is your power washing website. Okay. Now, the goal of your website, once somebody lands on your website, the number one goal for the website is for it to generate a lead. Could be somebody clicking a button, give you a call. Could be them filling out a form, and giving you their information, becoming a lead. But the whole purpose of the website is to get a lead, okay? So how do we get people to your website? Well, this is part one. You've got Facebook. You can run Facebook ads, or you can use Facebook organically. I do both. I'm a big fan of organic traffic. And the reason for that is because organic traffic is cheaper, which means you're going to invest less money and make back the same amount of money. So I'm all about that organic traffic. You've got SEO. Rank your website in Google higher. You've got YouTube. You've got all of your business directories. You could go door knocking and send people here. You can run Google ads. You can work on your Google My Business listing, right? And the rest of this process, after you've closed the deal, after you've gone through the purchase phase, a lot of it just contributes back to these other traffic sources to get more people to your website and more people through. So let's go ahead and go through it, okay? Once they become a lead, they've entered their information. Step two, they're in your CRM now. You provide a quote, okay? Once you provide the quote, there's two options that are going to happen. They're either going to purchase or they're not going to purchase, okay? If they don't purchase, they're going to go into a follow-up system where they're going to get an email, text message, postcard if you want to send a postcard, and they're going to go into a drip campaign until they purchase or until they tell you to stop contacting them, okay? Once they purchase, they come up here. Once they've made a purchase, you get your money. Congratulations, bada boom, bada bing. That's what we want. But the value does not stop there. See, this is a problem a lot of people make. They think once the purchase is done, the business dealing is done. It's over. Couldn't be further from the truth. After you make the purchase, here's what you want to do. You want to set up a lawn sign, okay? All of the neighbors. Now, you're not going to be allowed to do it on every house, but as many as you can. Set up a lawn sign. Let all of the neighbors in the local area see your logo, phone number, business name, bada boom, bada bing, okay? Neighbor mailing, and this can be automated. Right? You can send whatever postcard service you use. You can have it set up to where it'll automatically send out postcards to all of the neighbors, right? Or we can handle all of this for you, so you don't have to do anything, and it's done for you. 5 rounds. Go to the nearest 5 to 10 neighbors, knock on the door, or leave a door hanger and say, "Hey, listen, we just finished washing your neighbor's house," and try to close that deal. Use the social proof and take advantage of that low-hanging fruit. And 5 rounds are very low-hanging fruit. Next thing you've got is images, and a lot of people overlook the importance of images. If you take before and after pictures on every single job, that's going to translate to content for Facebook, which you can make very good before and after videos, before and after images. You can make them look very, very good and get a lot of likes and shares, right? And I'm going to get back into Facebook a little bit more here in a minute. But the more likes and shares you get, guess what? The more traffic you are going to get, more people go into this funnel, and the cycle repeats itself. You can also use these same images on your Google My Business listing. As you do that, guess what? Your Google My Business listing will start ranking higher. And I'll show you more about the Google My Business listing in a later video. Like I said, this is going to be a series of videos, and I'll show you pretty much how to do all of this yourself, or if you don't have the time, I can do it for you, right? That's one thing I've noticed. You either have the time to do it yourself, or you have the money and you don't have the time. So I'm trying to help everybody out here. If you have the time to do it, then go ahead and do it. You can also use that image for SEO, right? Upload it to your website. So you would put the image on your website or the video. The more and more you do that, the higher your website will rank overall, okay? Getting into it a little bit more, after you've gone through this phase, now they go into your email follow-up system, right? So you can set a trigger as soon as the invoice has been paid. You sent the invoice through your CRM, bada boom, bada bing, it got paid. All the data is connected to your QuickBooks account. You're good to go. Now the email automation starts. First email they're going to get, asking if they were satisfied with the work, asking for a review. If they give you a 5-star review, guess what? That's going to help increase your Google ranking. The more reviews you get, the more images you get, quality images with your alt text and your file name correctly labeled with a keyword. Guess what? This is going to rank higher. Ask for a referral. Every single referral you get, guess what? You're going to get more direct leads. People are going to turn into direct leads. You're going to provide them a quote. They're going to either purchase or not, and it's going to translate to more sales. Next thing you want to do is ask for a shout out. Okay, if you can get this person to give you a shout out on Facebook, guess what? More people from Facebook, all of their friends and family are going to see your company, and they're going to see that they worked with somebody that they know, like, and trust. It's going to give a higher chance that they're going to come and work with you as well. Okay. Next thing you can do is you can send out a postcard automatically. So as soon as the shout out's gone through, everything's good to go. Automatic postcard saying thank you. Or asking for another referral. I mean, you can keep asking for referrals. See, this is where a lot of people miss the value. That review is extremely valuable. The referral, the shout out, the thank you card. Because my goal is to turn every single customer that you get into 2 additional customers on average. Some people will give you 10 referrals in their neighborhood. You know, they've got a lot of friends and family. They'll refer as many people as they can. Some people may only give you 1. Some people might not even give you any. But it should average out to 2. Right? After they've gone through this whole system, they go into your CRM, which is, your customer list, where you'll continue to follow up with them 6 months, a year, 2 years, and they'll go into an automated follow-up system, and the cycle will repeat itself. So the person will get their house washed a year from now, right? You can do yearly maintenance, or every 2 years, or every 3 years, and then the cycle just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, and your list gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? The longer this list gets, then as time goes on, you don't have to spend as much money on Facebook ads. You don't have to spend as much money on Google ads. Right? You don't have to spend that much. You can if you want and continue growing at a big scale. You can continue adding more trucks if you want, but you don't have to. It gives you more options, basically. Okay. Another thing images can help with is your business directories. The higher these rank, these are things like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Angie's List, Nextdoor, etc. The higher these rank, the higher your website's going to rank. Also, they could turn into direct leads as well. So make sure you set those up also. One thing I didn't mention yet is the Facebook pixel. So anytime somebody visits your website, maybe they found you through a referral or through Google or through YouTube or through a directory or through Facebook, you have what's called a Facebook pixel. What this is, it's a little piece of code that we install on your website. And what it does is it allows us to show ads to people on Facebook who have visited your website. And we can show them specific targeted custom ads on Facebook. And then we can create custom audiences. We can create lookalike audiences, and a lookalike audience is basically an audience of people similar to your current audience. Similar income, similar zip codes, similar jobs, similar, just similar lifestyles, because those are your target audience. I mean, that's your target market. And then you can drive traffic back to your website. Again, the cycle repeats itself. So that's pretty much it, guys. Go through it, watch this video again and again if you have to. Go ahead and feel free to copy this system. This is my system. This is what worked best for me. And yeah, I'll go into a little bit more in depth in previous videos, or in future videos rather. So stay on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys being part of the group. I really appreciate the support, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.